Hi, I am glad that you have joined my Wi-Fi hacking course. My name is Shubham Parekh and I will be your instructor for this course. This course is to the point and includes some of the important methods which has capability to crack Wi-Fi protected access encryption, or should I say WPA or WPA2 encryption. I have performed all the attacks in real environment but with sufficient permissions. I advise you not to use any of these methods in order to harm anyone. You may use all of these methods to test the security of your own Wi-Fi. All you have to do is just follow my footsteps and do as much practice as possible. At the end, I have included some of the important security tips which definitely help you to protect your Wi-Fi from various external threats. Okay? So, let's begin. Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Our first method is brute force attack, and this is the theory part of brute force attack. Before proceeding to the practical part, you must know answers of below questions. Our first question is, what is brute force attack? A brute force attack is a trial and error method used to obtain information such as user password or a PIN, that is personal identification number. In a brute force attack, automated software used to generate a large number of consecutive cases as to the value of the desired data. This method tries each and every possible combination to get the desired password. Our second question is, what is brute force decryption? By password guessing, this method is very fast when used to check all short passwords. But for longer passwords, other methods such as dictionary attack are used. Because a brute force attack takes too long. Now, our third question is, how does a brute force attack work? A brute force attack would likely start at 1-digit password before moving to the 2-digit password, and so on, trying all possible combinations until one works. And our last question is, how long does it take to crack a 8-digit password? Well, it depends on which type of password you want to crack, simple or complex one. It takes around 6 hours to 84 days depending upon the password used, and it is the weakest method among the 3 methods I have chosen. But when other attacks failed to crack the password, then brute force attack is the last hope of attackers and pen testers. Now at the end of this tutorial, I want to tell you about the sequence of methods explained in this course. I have placed methods according to their capacity to crack the security. That is, my method number 1 is the simplest and less effective than the remaining 2 methods. My second method is more powerful than the first one but less effective than my third method. And my last method is the most powerful to crack the security of any Wi-Fi. Never underestimate any of these methods, because who knows which method works in a specific situation. Okay? So that's it for this tutorial. Hello and welcome to the practical part of brute force attack. For your information, I am using Kali 2.0 as attacker machine and Windows 8.1 as the target machine, which is connected to a Wi-Fi. And for this practical, I am using an external wireless USB adapter, which is attached to my Kali Linux, because my internal wireless adapter is already being used by Windows 8.1. So to verify this, run ifconfig command and see WLAN 0 is my external wireless adapter. So our first command is airmon-ng. Okay, so airmon-ng check kill. Use this command to kill processes that can cause problems in future. Our next command is airmon-ng start WLAN 0. Use this command to put wireless interface into monitor mode. Then use aerodump-ng WLAN 0 mon. Okay. Use this command to start capturing packets, and as you can see, we have an available Wi-Fi network and 2 devices are connected to this wireless router. It is mandatory that at least one device is connected to our target Wi-Fi in order to crack the password. So for now, use Ctrl+C to stop the process and continue with our command. Then use this command arrowdump-ng with an option -c, which stands for channel number. In this case, the channel number is 1. Okay. So use 1, then --BSSID, which is the MAC address of the target Wi-Fi. Okay. So copy this from here and paste it in our command. Okay. Now use -w to save the captured packets and mention the path. So I want to save the captured packets on desktop by name test. Okay. Now mention the name of wireless adapter and press enter. Okay, now it's time to send the authentication packets to steal the authentication. But before continuing to our next command, see the files created on your desktop. Okay, so these are the files. And in this file, our captured packets have been saved. Okay, now open a terminal and then use our next command, which is airplay-ng with an option -0. Here you can mention the number of deauthentication packets you want to use. For now, I am using 200 deauthentication packets. If you want, you can use 0 for endless counting, that is, you have to stop it manually. Okay? But I am using 200 number of deauthentication packets to attack on my target machine. Now use option -a to specify the access point and mention the MAC address of modem. Now use option -c to set the destination, which is in this case is my physical machine. So I have to mention MAC address of my physical machine. Okay, and mention the name of wireless device and then press enter. Now as you can see, it starts attacking on my Windows machine. Okay, it is a type of a DOS attack, you can say. We are doing this just to capture the handshake. Okay, and when the process gets completed, you can see WPA handshake with the MAC address written here. Okay, now it takes a little bit time to catch the handshake, so I am going to pause this video for now. As you can see, we have got the handshake. Now it's time to perform brute force, and for this we are using the crunch command. So crunch is used to make a possible number of passwords. You have to mention the minimum length of password you want, followed by the maximum length of the password. Okay, and at the same time we want to match this password with the original one. So we use aircrack-ng with an option -a2 followed by option -b and MAC address of modem. -w stands for word list. For now, we have left it blank because we are generating passwords and matching it at the same time. And at last, mention the path of the file where we have captured the packets. Okay, and then press enter. Now our brute force attack is generating a long number of possible combinations. Okay, it is trying from the very first alphabetic letter, that is A. But if you want, you can specify your own letters. Okay, so now it takes hours to get the real password, and I am ending this tutorial.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.